All right, so I got my goy slop, and I'm ready for more sieve later. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a goy slop tier list. Now I wish we could just rename this to let's just this is I don't like when people make all these. It's just I'm sorry I can't. I don't think there'll be any FT. We'll see though. AMW, I think that's solid. I've had it a few times. We're gonna just start off there. Um, Applebee's dang near F tier. It used to be really good. Have really good memories going there as a kid, getting like what's called the riblets, getting chicken tenders. It went so downhill. They try to advertise this thing now of like get your unlimited, endless, endless wings, endless shrimp, and it's like some microwaved Cisco shit. SYSCO. It's like one of those common food producers. Like it's so bad, bro. It's so bad, bro. Arby's, I think most of the stuff on the menu is really bad. I just get the chicken tenders when I go, but I'm not gonna lie, if you're really trying to goy slop and pig out, you can get like the milkshakes and stuff, and they're not too bad. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff on the menu is slop. My boomer dad's a huge Arby's guy. I don't know why, but um, and that's the thing, right? I'll say some things are and some criteria real quick. It's like if something's maybe kind of expensive, but it is good, I'm gonna, it maybe might not make S tier, but it could still tier pretty highly. Another thing too is like if most of the menu is bad and it's stuff that I would avoid, it will weigh against the restaurant somewhat, but I'm not gonna hold it against it like entirely. Like, okay, if you have some things on the menu that are redeemable, it's like okay, So, um, yeah, I don't go to most of these places. You know what I'm saying? Ben and Jerry's ice cream, like what the heck? Like who actually goes there? I don't know. Blaze Pizza, haven't really had that in a while. Bonefish Grill, it's a lot of niche stuff here. Boston Market, that's another one that really fell off. It used to be a really popular place. Burger King, the fries are really good. Fries, I don't know, it might have fallen off though. I haven't had it in a minute. Spoiler alert, I think it's a slightly worse McDonald's, honestly. Whoppers aren't bad. I remember the first meal I got a craving for. I worked as a EM, or I worked I worked in like emergency medicine for a while, and I had to do some like serious stuff, I guess, when I was in college. And I remember when I got back into school, my first craving, I had some weed, got high for the first time in like 4 months, and my craving was a Whopper, some real Benjamin type shit. I don't know why. I just had a real craving for a Whopper that night. But this was years ago, man. This was like 2019, man. Yeah, I don't really go to most of these places. Dang, Buffalo Wild Wings. This is another place that really fall off. Used to be, would have tiered really highly back in the day, but it's gonna go in the C tier today. A lot of these places just the common is like same thing with Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings. A lot of these places, what it is it's like you can tell it's the quality of the food has either well, it's mostly it's declined somewhat. The quality of food has declined somewhat, while food prices in general have risen and you haven't like met that mark as like a restaurant institution and you have just completely failed. So Kava we've had a few times. I can tell you my exact Kava order. um uh, Spoiler alert, I think it's actually just like a worse Chipotle, but my Kava, if I had to have Kava in my order, probably would be we go extra rice, we go extra white rice, nothing else, just extra white rice, no other bullshit. We get double chicken. We get the corn. We max out the corn. We get the feta cheese. Um, don't know what else we get, man. I might forgot what all Kava has off. There might be one or other two things, but that's kind of the idea. But it is good. You shake that up. He's got the feta cheese in there, so it is pretty good. It's not too bad. I've heard things though about like their kitchen is super nasty. Like their kitchens are actually worse than Chipotle kitchens and stuff. Chipotle kitchens look nasty, but they're I don't know. They have like a standard, I guess. Like there's like a corporate Karen I always see at Chipotle. This is my Goy Slop of choice this morning. Chick-fil-A. We'll go to there in a second, but we got to do Rally's Checkers first. Um, it's open late, huge convenience factor, but I'm gonna throw it in C tier. Um, are we gonna? Can we do? We can't do the half and half thing. Okay, so that means on the left side are going to be higher rated, and on the right side are going to be the lower rated within the tier. So we're gonna do like, um, I'm thinking like this. Yeah. Yeah, I like the convenience of Rally's Checkers and the Mother Cruncher chicken is pretty good. And they have a couple other items that aren't bad. Like even the Rally burgers and stuff aren't fine. I'd really not opt for it though. It really could go in like D tier. We really could try this. Like C. I really would say like C tier is like. Can we rename this? Um, yeah, these are pretty much like no go zones. There we go. I like this. I like that. I like that. You gotta specify. You gotta specify, right? Y'all know how it goes. What did we just mentioned something? Yeah, our slop of choice today, Chick-fil-A. Interesting one. Um, we're gonna put it in B tier. I'll tell y'all why in a second. So it would have been A tier back in the day, but there was something that came out about like Chick-fil-A chicken went from always saying always antibiotic free, always blah blah blah. So, oh, we are scaling back our stance or whatever. And I looked into it, and it was apparently there's something like if there's a chicken that's sick, they could like cure it with antibiotics or something. And this is amidst like you got rising chicken prices, all that stuff. I don't know, but I don't remember when this was exactly. You guys look it up. There was like a report about the Chick-fil-A changing the recipe within the last 3, 4 years, sometime during these post weird pandemic lays kind of post pandemic days kind of like years we've had. There's a thing about Chick-fil-A changing the recipe. They haven't hit the same quite since then. And I think they kind of succumb to the thing where the recipe is kind of, you can kind of taste it. It's like, okay, maybe the recipe's gone down 5%, but, my prices are going up. My prices are in line with, the inflation indexes. My prices I'm paying are going up. It's not really fair. So, Brewster's ice cream. Wow. I don't know why they have Brewster's ice cream on here, but it is really good. Um, I don't really feel like it's worth. It's not something I want to tier on here, but yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Brewster's Ice Cream. I guess it is pretty good. I just don't really feel like it has a place amongst these. What I'm trying to like convey here. Okay, Chipotle. If I'm being dead ass honest with y'all, man, we could really put it in S tier. But I want to put it at the first A tier thing. It's always there for me. It's open 10 to 10 basically. It's reliable. You got to know which ones don't have the low IQ dysgenic people working there. But I love Chipotle, man. And for real, food can like there's this NBA player I think like I don't remember his name, but he said he eats Chipotle every day. He said it's too good not to have it every day, and I totally feel him on that. Another thing too is, man, like the fact that like he can go to like NBA nutritionists and stuff and say like, "Hey, bro, like I gotta eat my Chipotle every day," and they've like figured out something for him. And I think that's kind of a testament to how much Chipotle kind of stands out from other fast food or whatever about like based on what you choose to put in your bowl or your burrito or whatever, you kind of can eat it more frequently and actually get away with it. So, and I think it's delicious. I think it just depends on the chefs. So at the Chipotle by my house, personally, I kind of make an effort to like get to know them and and they've been there a while, and I can tell they're pretty good at their job and stuff. So yeah, bro, I don't eat at none of these places, boy. Chuy's is pretty good. Shout out to them, but I don't feel like I have a good enough grasp to tier them. So Del Taco, we're gonna tier. We're gonna put them on the tier list. Um, I'm gonna go right here. I really like Del Taco. I think it's very solid. I've had really good experiences with it, but I'm not there right now. It's been about 2, 3 years since I had a Del Taco, probably. But I always remembered it as just kind of a better Taco Bell. And I imagine they've probably gone up in price and stuff since I've had it. So I don't have a good grasp on what the menu might look like either. Cold Stone Creamery is pretty good. Not gonna tier it though. Culver. Oh yeah, we can. Culver's we should put on here. B tier, easy B tier. Probably go like this. This one's hard. Like that maybe. Yeah. Culver's just really good. Just kind of like the burgers actually like taste like they came off a grill. Um, I actually went on a date and fake cell alert. um, may have gotten lucky, but I went on a date and we were supposed to go to this other ice cream place. We ended up making it audible to Culver's because it was closed. It's one of those like local slacktivism. We're closed today kind of like places. Um, and I haven't decided, but I might tell a story about um my little dating adventure recently. All right, what else we got on here? Man, Church's Chicken. Man, I see a lot of homies going over there all the time, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, DQ. We're gonna throw them on there somewhere. Man, I don't know why they do food. Their food really suck. I feel like it really just like went downhill somewhere. But it's not the worst slop, but it's just, Warren Buffett owns slop. Like I don't know how else to put it. It's literally owned by Warren Buffett if you guys like haven't like put one and two together yet. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Are you into me? Dippin' Dots, yeah, they went. Oh, Denny's, okay, yeah, this was a big one I wanted to put on here. Um, uh, Probably like the no-go zone, like the bottom of the no-go zone over Arby's. Man, when you got a debate between Denny's and Arby's, man, just put one somewhere. Don't think about it too much. Fuddruckers. Freddy's Steak Burgers. Maybe I should go try Freddy's Steak Burgers. Maybe not though. Herbert Gerbert, shout out Herbert and Gerbert. I used to eat this every day in college because I had like a meal plan for them, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Fire man, this, who the eats Firehouse subs? Okay, so Five Guys. This is one I feel like really went downhill. Um, Five Guys is so fried because I remember it used to be like, hey, let me get a small fry, and they'd give you like a bag full of fries. They still might do that. But I don't even know why Fry Guys has like a medium and a large fry option because the small is basically like enough to feed like three people. A small would be enough to feed literally. Okay, if we're being actual honest, a small would be enough to feed you like an all-you-can-eat fry buffet for like one person. The burgers I remembered being good, but like so greasy where it would like debilitate you for like the rest of the day, like easily, like even worse than normal fast food goy slop would. Um, but there's something, even though it is like really shitty, you know, junk food, there is something kind of like tasty about it. Like I don't know, it has like but I don't know. I feel like it's not. Oh my God, El Pollo Loco. How I love El Pollo Loco, man. I love El Pollo. I wish, dude, we don't really have this in the Midwest. It's so I get it all the time when I'm out like out west and stuff, or I'm in Texas. Oh my, I love El Pollo Loco, man. Man, the tacos, all the little options. It's so convenient and just tastes different. It's just different. That's part of the advantage it has of being different, but I probably still would eat it. I've stayed, months, weeks at a time in these places. California, Texas. It's so good, man. I get it all the time. It's so good. We might upgrade some stuff to S tier later. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Not in a rush here. We're in the Fs. We're in the Gs. Do I got a tier Golden Corral, bro? Okay, we're gonna tier. It's like Arby's tier, maybe. Is everything the Arby's tier? All right, let's be honest, guys. We're gonna. The cutoff is Burger King. I'm sorry. I don't want to slime Denny's out like that, though. Golden Corral D tier. Oh, Arby's D tier. Because I did say Arby's had the chicken fingers and the. All right, no, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. No. Let's do this. I like 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 this. Gold Corral, man. Actually, buffet is like the peak of slot. Can we be honest? The chocolate fountain and all that fakery, like all that fake slop, that is the peak of slop. I don't know. That is kind of Applebee's tier. We'll go D for now. We were on G's, right? Yeah. I was hoping I go through this a little faster, but we are making an okay time. Um, Hooters, I actually remember being really good, but because it's been, I mean, years since I had it, and I know a lot of locations have been closing and stuff, I'm not going to tier it. But I actually remember it being pretty good. From based on what I remember, I probably would throw it like somewhere in B tier right now. Like I just remember it being the Weeks. It is very greasy. I remember being all that, but I remember being tasting very good and sitting in the stomach kind of like warmly and like even though it's greasy, you gotta kind of like take it easy and just watch football after you eat it or whatever. But like watch your sports ball. But like um, I don't know. I can't remember it being good, but it's been too long for me to actually include it. Jimmy John's. We're gonna throw Jimmy John's on there somewhere. Jersey Mike's only had once or twice. Not gonna include it. Let's do Jack in the Box and circle back for Jimmy John's. I don't know what the heck Jack's is. I don't know what that is. Johnny Rockets. I've had that like literally once. Jollibee. I've literally never had. I'm pretty sure that's Filipino. Jack in the Box. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like Arby's tier. Like you could get the chicken strips. You'd probably be okay, kind of thing. But I don't know. It's kind of bad. Started D tier? Yeah, okay, I like this. I like this. I like this actually. I wish I could put this. It has some, but it's like, yeah, you're D tier, bro, Jack. Jimmy John's, really good. Got the sliced wheat bread, subs, the subs on the wheat bread at Jimmy John's, they go hard. Not gonna lie. I see these La Madeleine Krispy Kreme donuts. We're gonna tier a donut place on the slop thing. Is that appropriate? I don't know. Let me know if that's appropriate in chat. Um, I feel like that's niche. Maybe if there's another donut place we come across where I've been there a lot, I'm gonna go ahead and tier it. But not. Little Caesars Pizza. I mean, Little Caesars. What's the meme? It's like it was there. Little Caesars was there for you. No one else was. Type shit. We gotta do Fazoli's too. Jeez. Let's try to move both of those up there. Hardee's. I'm not gonna do that one. Little Caesars will do. I mean, it's just cheap. That's the only redeeming thing. I pizza, in my opinion, if you're gonna eat literal breads and cheeses, like that's literally where you're just eating like fistfuls of breads and cheeses. If you're gonna eat pizza, it better be some damn good pizza. Just my opinion. Fazoli's is not too bad actually. And when I say C is still respectable. It's just for me. That's where it's like that's like that goy slop cutoff kind of. Like I like the top of C for Fazoli's actually. You got the breadsticks. You got some good spaghettis. You got it's just it's so bad for you, bro. It's so bad for you, bro. It's so bad for you, bro. You gotta really be in the. I mean, you gotta just be in your soy, goy maxed mode. I think we're around here. Crystal, KFC. I guess we gotta do KFC. I had some KFC recently, and I was kind of surprised. It was easily better than Jack in the Box. I would go like right. I like this. Yeah, I like this. Yeah. How are you feeling? I'm feeling like this is a really good list so far, man. I feel like I'm knocking it out the park, Bucko. I'm fucking knocking it out the park. Here we go. This is Pete Goy Slop right here because this is really bad for you. They have something literally called fish crumbs they sell, which is literally just crumbs broken off of the fried fish that they fry or something like that. It is absolute slop. But with that being said, some redeeming qualities. The fried fish is good. I've had it a few times. Their fried chicken, it tastes like it must be so bad for you, like sat fats, like trans fats, all that stuff. But it is so tasty, dude. Their fried chicken. You wouldn't think it, but Long John Silver's, man, their fried chicken, man, it is not bad, bro. But it's one of those things, man. It's like my boomer Arby's eating dad. He gets that like I don't know, like twice a year. He'll randomly just pull up with Long John Silver's, and I do be eating a couple of those chicken pieces he picks up, and they do be fire. But nah, you can't go there, man. You can't go there. Over Five Guys, yeah, yeah, I stand by that. Pizza Hut, man, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna miss. Okay, we're in general around the after the J. after the J. Uh, Panda. I I I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Um, so I go there still. I eat a lot of their orange chicken still, but I used to eat their Beijing beef. I used to eat their. I still kind of do eat their honey walnut shrimp. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of their stuff on their menu. Like they have a lot of stuff on the menu, but it's like everyone just goes there to get orange chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But with that being said, though, it is good option. It's a nice option to turn to and just have there, in your pocket or whatever. I really like Panda. Um, yeah, so we're around the J's, right? In and out. I guess we're hang on. So how are we feeling about In and Out? I'm feeling there. I really like In and Out. Pretty solid. Never had a bad experience. Yada yada. Um, Good. One of my more favorite fast food burger places amongst all the stuff on this list. I don't know what else to say about it. You just get the double double In and Out with a solid time. McDonald's. I would say McDonald's is a good example of like the king of the no go zones. Like, you really could go either way on McDonald's. You could really put McDonald's at the bottom of B. I think that's just we're gonna say bottom of B for McDonald's. Um, I think for in my opinion, Broomstick's honest opinion, the only thing you should ever consider getting at McDonald's are the quarter pounders or the McNuggets or the McCrispies, I guess, if you're really on that. But you should really just go to Chick-fil-A at that point. If you're trying to get a chicken sandwich, don't get a McCrispy, just go to Chick-fil-A for a chicken sandwich. But McDonald's, the app, is one of the only apps that really do actually let you save food here in modern America or save money here in modern America. Um, that's becoming more and more of a rarity. But I actually recently, didn't have a ton of money. I was, waiting on a money transfer into my bank account, and I knew it was hitting at midnight, but I was low on money, so I went. I spent 2.30 at McDonald's, got a 10-piece nuggets and a quarter pounder and a large soft drink with a handful of sauce for my nuggets. Just for $2.40. And the reason why was because I had points saved up on my app and I was able to pull up a crazy deal on the app for buy a drink, get free 10 nuggets. So McDonald's, we're gonna have it escape the no-go zone because it is one of the last bastions of fast food here in modern America. That if you are really a poor, one of these poors out here, you gotta get your meal in. Um, this is something that'll let you do it. So, all right, moving on. What else we got? We were around the F I IHOP. We got a tier IHOP. I mean, what's there to be said about IHOP? Like, it's what Denny's tier. It's like synonymous with Denny's, man. I don't know what else to say. You gun to my head right now. Am I going to IHOP or am I going to Denny's? I couldn't tell you. Development tips. Hey, sloppy food, greasy food made my face round like a goonish cake. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. You're right. Yeah, and I don't know, man. If I'm being honest with you, man, all the stuff. There's a lot of this stuff is probably just no go zones. Like Bob Evans, I'm not tearing it because I just don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Um, I see it, I just don't go there. Bubblegum shrimp, I see it, I just don't go there. It probably is just, and this is probably overpriced tourist slop in the touristy areas of the country. Same with the Hard Rock Cafe or Chili's or um, who goes to Chuck E. Cheese and eats Chuck E. Cheese pizza? You know what I'm saying? So, if anything, what I'm trying to say is once my list is complete, which it is a little under halfway complete, we still got a lot of names, probably about halfway actually. But once my list is complete, you got to keep in mind there's probably a lot of names of it under here. I'm not tiering because I don't have a educated, experienced opinion on their menu, and because of that, they probably are no go zone, absolute slop fest. Even these are slop fests, like the B tier or higher, absolute slop fests. But so slop fest, but redeemable, I guess. Let's let's do that for now. All right. Now I feel like I'm skipping over. We're not skipping over stuff. We're moving at a good pace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Marco's, bro. Basically glorified Little Caesars, but actually like more expensive, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. Just tier it lower than Little Caesars because actually Little Caesars will actually like I don't know only ask you for $2. Jets Pizza. I actually had this once or twice. I just it was so long ago, dude. Bose. This is an interesting one to have on here. Got to go to the M's and then come back up. Bose. Moe's is really good, man. I wish I had one closer to my house. I would be going there. Just another one of those good like build your own burrito places. Qdoba. Are we going too far? No. Making good progress. Yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, let's do Qdoba. Let's do Papa and Qdoba. Both of those up. Well, so many sloppy foods, y'all. All right. Qdoba. The breakfast is very good at Qdoba. Other outside of that, anytime Chipotle is open, I don't really see a point in why am I going to Qdoba. You know what I'm saying? If there's a Moe's, why am I going to Qdoba? I actually put in the calorie calculator, like my order. For example, if I'm going to Chipotle, my order normally something like burrito, extra white rice, no beans. Um, man, beans are just phytoestrogens. They just give me gas. In low amounts, I can tolerate them pretty good, but I'd rather just kind of not eat them if I don't have to. Generally, um, I normally go double meat with chicken and steak. It just kind of depends on how the chicken or the steak looks that day, like what the visual is looking like through the glass. Um, get a little bit of shredded cheese, get a little bit of sour cream, get I like to get guac sometimes. Like I said, depends on how it's looking. Like, is the guac looking like it's lazily made? Is it looking very fresh? Is it looking like it's getting that darker, lightish, kind of algae gangrene, kind of rotted guac looking green? Or is it like that fresh lime, light green, avocado green guac? So it just depends. But yeah. And then in Qdoba orders obviously very similar, right? But put it into a calorie calculator, like, hey, what's my Qdoba order look like? What's my Chipotle order was so much more leaner calories, good proteins, a good calorie composition, whereas the Qdoba order was so much higher in like sat fat, trans fats, like lower in calorie or higher in calories, lower in protein slightly. Like it was really weird, but it was is what it was. Um, did we put Papa on here? Okay, it's right there. Yeah, so Qdoba, I'm feeling a breakfast is so good though, man. Being able to go somewhere at like 7 a.m. in the morning and just get like a really like burrito just packed up with like seasoned fried potatoes and steak and stuff like that is really good. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna take too much away from him with that, but I say definitely above Cava. And Papa John's, in my opinion, Papa John's is the epitome of fast food pizza. I don't even almost go A tier, but because it is pizza, it's just breads and cheeses. We're not going to simp for it, right? The best toppings, in my opinion, are just something with protein, chicken, steak. You just throw something on there, so me eating breads and cheeses is not like a complete waste. Like I actually get some real food out of it or whatever. But yeah, you just have it once in a while as like a treat. It's like whatever. But man, I don't really get a craving for pizza outside of like once a month, once every other month. But normally it is Papa John's when I do. So I don't know. I'm somewhere in the A tier. Like I don't want to bias it too hard because, or I mean, maybe not A tier, but we'll go like this, just under Panda. I like that. Uh, I've had Portillo's a couple times, really good, but I haven't had it enough to speak on it, in my opinion. Raising Canes. What do we think about Raising Canes? Raise your canes, gamers. I really like Raising Canes. Very expensive. Definitely on that bullshit about like, ooh, our prices have gone up. Our prices have gone up. Our prices have gone up. Chicken prices have gone up. Like the inflation you're seeing is transitory. The inflation you're seeing is transitory, Broomstick. Oh my God, man, I've had it up to here with that. But yeah, really good. Sometimes you get a shitty Raising Canes with shit bags working who don't give a f, and they give you these really shitty like Cisco chicken fingers. Like they're steamed out. They don't give you like a proper box that has like the right amount of coverage with the right amount of like air holes. Like keep the ideally what is supposed to be like a crispy chicken, fresh, and it just turns into like soggy chicken really quickly. Just kind of depends on the Raising Cane's location and yada yada, but it can be very, very good. And I guess that's the point I'm trying to drive home here. So, um, for me personally, over filet. Yeah, over filet, honestly, if I'm being honest. Um, Somewhere I kind of like it like we'll just say over the fillet. We'll just say that. I've never had sweet green, believe it or not. Steak and shake. Now I actually did have them when they switched over to the what is it? They don't use seed oils now. The problem with that though is you compare them to some other fast food chains and it's like you're eating a denser chicken tender with like more calories and it just feels dense. Like it feels like there's more slop now because they're using like a different oil. Whereas like in a place like the food chain Slim Chickens. Yeah, their chickens, their chicken tenders are made with some type of I don't know, like seed oil in the so I think it's soybean oil is what they use, right? But they have a leaner chicken tender, like it's under 200 calories chicken tender with like over 12 grams of per tender. Chicken, dude, you're not getting that at Steak and Shake, and that's like so they're advertising themselves like, oh, we're healthy, but it's like, bro, you're going there, you're eating burgers, you're eating, and I don't know, it's not like the stuff's like especially good either. So, but it's not the worst. I remember they just a place where they're like their best days are behind them, man. It got hard for Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake had a good run up until like it was really like 2017, 20. Like 2019 and the pandemic and all that, it was just kind of like Steak and Shake is like you're done. Like the run is over. It was just man. I remember these places used to be open 24/7, like without a doubt. I remember they used to run a happy hour 2 to 5 a.m. or p.m. And me and my boy, we'd be gaming up in 2 a.m. and we'd just run over to Steak and Shake and get a happy hour milkshake half off type shit. So good memories, but yeah, I mean it's absolute boy slop. I something like something like that is good. Dave's hot chicken, absolute slop. I haven't had Pizza Hut in years. Absolute slop. Same with Red Lobster. Actually, I don't know. I'd be really interested in trying Red Lobster now today. Like I said, Portillo's was really good. I only had it like once in the last few years. We're gonna do Pop Belly and Popeyes. Those sound very similar, don't they? Oh, we gotta do Domino's too. Costco. So Costco, like their pizza, their churro, they got the chicken bacon, all that. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. It's all slop. It is very cheap though, so they do get points for that. So I don't know. I'd say somewhere like here, you know. So it's like they kind of get points because they're very cheap and all that, but it's like, man, just thinking about like a chicken bake at Costco, how much slop that must be, especially the pizza, a Costco churro. The best thing about it when I think about the Costco food court is you walk in there, you get your little soda for 50 cents or whatever. I don't think they changed the price on that. Just have that little soda while you shop. But I love big broomstick, a big soda sympathizer. You know what I'm saying? Starbucks coffee, we're definitely not including that. That's a whole different. What a burger in Wendy's and walk-ons. I didn't even think that there'd be that many W's, but here we are, and it's a new semester. Look at all them W's, man. You know what? We're gonna do this. It'll be a little easier. I'm gonna start using the zoom feature a bit more. Gotta do Popeyes, Domino's, walk-ons. All right, walk-ons. Walk-ons is one of them sports bars. You know, just it's like a chain of them. They're really not bad. I kind of view them as like they're kind of like the Buffalo Wild Wings of like now. So like Slop Fest, but redeemable. You know what I'm saying? Had some decent wings there within the last 2 years. Say like over McDonald's for sure, something like that. But they, they're expensive. It's hard to warrant eating food like that. You have to really kind of go for the event. If there's like a game and you got like a team with you to go see the game or something, squad with you. Um, Domino's, interesting one. Open late. It's weird, when there's nothing else in town and you just want some wings. I don't feel like I had like a bad experience, like a horrible experience with Domino's wings. It's not like they're great, but it's not like it's not like they've been horrible either. And the pizza's gotten a lot better. Domino's, I used to think Domino's was super bad like 10 plus years ago, but I think it's gotten a lot better. I think it's reflected in the stock that, the company's had success. I think they revamped their recipes and stuff within the last 10 years. I think it's helped them gain some traction and yada yada. So I like them over Wild Wings, I'd say. Over Costco, 100%. Popeyes. She. She. Go give me some Popeye. Man, she. I'll get there. I like it slightly above McDonald's. I actually kind of like Popeye's chicken. I like the tender. Even the sandwiches are pretty good. The sauces are very good, man. I damn near would just go to Popeyes just to stock up on like some sweet heat sauce and like all the other different sauce options they have are so good as dipping sauces, dude. Some of the best dipping sauces you could get. PDQ, wow, this is very niche. This is like a Chick-fil-A in South Florida. I only had it a few times, but it's actually like pretty good. Um, I got lost it, so I'm probably not gonna put it on there. Shoney's, welcome to Shoney's. Wow, that's the whole list, huh? There's not much left, huh? We're gonna put Zaxby's on there. Yeah, I have to like drag it up like this. LOL is what it is, though. That's what you get for picking the list with all the damn options. Zaxby's is a good example of like what I would consider like no go. You're paying like an abysmal amount. Like you're gonna walk in there, pay like $20 for like a plate of chicken that's basically like it came from Cisco, bro. Uh, like lower than Wild Wings, I would say. Like just lower. Trap turns Zaxby's. Hey, my trap turns Zaxby's. I beat the pile with a passion. It's Migo lyrics. Y'all know who the Migos are. Wingstop. Wow. Talk about a chain that went downhill, dude. Like, bro, Wingstop in 2019 probably be like A tier, like perennial A tier contender, bro. But Wingstop of today, 11/13/2025. Jeet Wonderland. They're in there, no shoes, barefoot in the Wingstop kitchens, bro, making y'all's goy slop. Barely above Arby's, barely above Denny's, barely above Burger King. That's it. Bro. 2019 Wingstop, you can put that here. I'm not blinking an eye. You can put that, like, you know what I'm saying? To fall, like, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, and like, this is why I'm kind of like going live and making this list. Is like the fall off of Goislop needs to be studied. This is the inshitification pill. The make things worse for them, but just not so worse they won't riot, revolt, so it doesn't get more expensive for us. You know, the higher ups, as the producers, the owners of the means of production, whatever you want to call it. But dude, that needs to be studied, bro. What a fall off, man. Who else had record fall offs on here? I don't know. I mean, we just talked about like the small ones, like the Chick-fil-A fall off. But yeah, no, that might be the, yeah. Wingstop is definitely the biggest fall off we have on here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, easily. No, I guess Applebee's. Like, if you're talking about like Applebee's in 2007 or something, very respectable sit down restaurant. You know, you could slot that in like right there. I'm not like, batting an eye or whatever, even at the A tier. But McAllister's Deli, quite overpriced. You know, you're paying a lot of money for the actual amount of calories you're getting in those sandwiches, but they are very nice sandwiches. I kind of get the appeal. Um, say like, just under walk-ons maybe. White Castle, we gotta do Sonic. Couple more, y'all. White Castle. This is another one. Boomer Dad gets it like once or twice a year. I tend to just avoid it outright altogether now. It's so greasy. They put so many onions in it. Everything you eat has to come out the other side of you, or it comes out. It's got to come out one side of you, basically. Everything you eat. So I don't know, man. I'm not putting White Castle in my body these days. It is tasty. The sliders, all that. I've had them. I get it. It's good slop. Kind of get it. Kind of see the appeal. Absolute sludge in the system, though, man. You really got to put that your body through all that. You know what I'm saying, man? So with that being said, I like it. What above Dave's hot chicken? Maybe Dave's hot chicken is some real sludge slop, though. So I don't know. I think that looks about good. Pretty, probably the best list I've ever seen, man, by far. No one's even captured the vibes even remotely. Torchy's tacos, man. What fast food list, including all these chains like Broomsticks, man? Broomstick's been around. Broomstick knows the game. Torchy's tacos, man. I'm being honest, man. That's some redeemable slot fest right there. Um, you know, Motherfuckers be like, bro, I hate Torchy's taco. Motherfucker, you ordered the taco. So I don't know. I'd say, yeah, somewhere in the redeemable slot fest. Better than Del Taco? I don't know, because I remember Del Taco being cheaper, but it also probably went up in price. So it is better. It is better than Del Taco. It's better quality. We're gonna put it over Del Taco. Uh, you know, people hate on Subway, talk about Subway trash. Motherfucker, you made the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But one thing Subway does have going for it is everywhere in the country. If you guys aren't like Broomstick, you're not. If you guys aren't like Broomstick and you're not well traveled, then if you guys haven't been out to like the Ozarks and places like that, that's the thing is like the only slot food you might have, the only in general warm food options you might have outside of like you know whatever is sitting at a gas station is literally going to a Subway or a McDonald's at a lot of these towns in the Ozarks and stuff. So that's part of what makes Subway redeemable. It definitely has to go somewhere near the McDonald's, though. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Push comes to shove, though. I think it is better at McDonald's. And what's interesting though is these are the most populous fat chains in the world. Subway and McDonald's. Subway, all you need is a little corner of a building and the oven. Enough money to invest in the oven. McDonald's, you need a lot more facilities. There's a ton of brand recognition here, but you need a lot more facilities to actually open and run McDonald's. TGI Friday has been years since I had it. It's been years, man. Yeah, I said we gotta do Sonics, and I think we're gonna call it there. We got Jeet Hortons. We're not gonna do that. No, we gotta do Taco Bell. We gotta do Taco Bell. Taco Bell, Sonic. Then I think we can call it Penn Station. Nah, it's been too long since I had it. And we got a couple other ones on here. Okay, so Whataburger, real quick. Just worse McDonald's in Texas or New Mexico, wherever it is. All that. I've had it mostly in Texas, obviously. Um, yeah, it's bad. It had the story where it basically disappeared, then came back, and then but yeah, it's still very bad. Um, this is bad. This is very very bad. Top of D tier, just above Applebee's and Jack in the Box. Yeah, Whataburger is very bad. All right, probably my last time going through it from the bottom. And then I'm going to do those ones at the top, and then we're going to look at chat, and then we're going to call it. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to do some finishing. We will do some finishing touches. But yeah, like I said, guys, a lot of this, it's not like I haven't recognized this stuff. We're not like ever eating at this stuff. But it's just you got to look at all this brand slop just made to kind of hypnotize you, lull you. Maybe they're feeding parasites to mind control you. You know what I'm saying? Like Waffle House. You want me to put Waffle House on my tier list? Oh my, get out of here, Bucko. Yeah, I think we got them all, guys. I think we got. There was a couple of niche chains. I'm surprised, didn't make it on here. It's a good suggestion that this person's not we're talking about slim chickens. They ain't got no slim chickens on here. Are you serious, man? Yeah. Probably put them on the B tier. All right, so yeah, we're gonna do these ones we have at the top. Taco Bell. Uh, when did Taco Bell get expensive? If you get anything at Taco Bell these days that has like legit protein in it, so like some item with chicken, some item with steak, it's like you're paying Chipotle prices all of a sudden. Taco Bell used to be cheap, man. But with that being said, it is still pretty good. You got the Doritos Locos Tacos. Their steak is really good. I like how easily modifiable their menu is from the app, or you just tell a person, "Hey, switch this out, add this to this item." They have a system to manage that. So, shout out to Taco Bell, man. I always thought it was pretty good. It depends on the. It's very location dependent though. Like I was saying with like Chipotle and stuff, you gotta make sure you're going to a good one. Um, I like it over Cava Pole. I like it over Cava Doba for like convenience. Plus, in a way, it is always fire. It kind of hits the spot. Over Doba is kind of crazy though. No. Yeah, because Doba's better food and Kava's better food. We're gonna put it under this from a because of like a health standpoint. I think that alone it should be higher on the tier list. But it's like an unhealthier little brother of the stuff that is more fun. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, man, Wendy's in the Big 25 is crazy. Wendy's used to be really good, bro. You could study like having some Wendy's back in like 2016 even was like you just like a luxury type shit. You got the square patty, but Wendy's in the Big 25 is crazy, bro. It's not even the worst. It's just like, bro, you really gonna have some Wendy's right now, bro? Like I'm saying this is a guy. I don't know why I got Long John Silver so high. We gotta take a look at this. Okay. Um. Yeah, something like that. Sonic. Sonic. Sonic, they're everywhere, aren't they? Kind of like y'all probably have Sonic. Is there really much to Sonic? You know what I'm saying? Is there really much to their like recipe? I don't think so. So with that being said, where should they tier? Hmm. I like under or over DQ for Sonic. Yeah. No. Mm, like that. Yeah. All right. And then let me just do some final adjustments here. We're gonna go bang, 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 bang. Torchies at A is kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree. In and out at A, not insane. But I don't think In and Out is A tier worthy. Like, let's be honest. None of this stuff is A tier worthy. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, no. These were the only names A tier worthy. So we're gonna go. Yeah. This is like the God list already. Yeah. All right, now we just gotta straighten out these no go zones here. Uh, yeah, we gotta fix this crap. Holy crap, we gotta fix this crap. Jack in the box. Nah, where goes? Nah. Yeah. All right. I'm feeling like this is it, guys. I'm feeling like this is the list. All right, chat. I'm gonna check chat. Chat. Going for my water, chat, and then I'm gonna check chat, and then we're ending the stream right here. Forever. Y'all are gonna have to forever hold your peace on this one, man. This is a perfect list. I don't think there's any flaw. I'm looking at this right now. I don't think there's any flaw with this. Wow. This is a perfect list. Celtic Cat, Jimmy John's, Mog Subway in every way. Yeah, that's honestly pretty much accurate. I don't really see how Subway has an advantage of anything, honestly. You could really, you could probably get away with doing something like this, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like this actually. For a cheapness and convenience, Del Taco's better than Torchy's, but in terms of just pure quality, Torchy's is better. So it's kind of hard to. You could maybe do like. I think this is better. You got to go with the quality first, right? Yeah, John Five, Chick Fil A is nice. We have them more now in Canada. I love Popeye. All right, I feel you. Yeah, I got everything. Honestly, everything. If you eat at anything S, A, or B tier, no hate to you. Even C tier. But if it's like the top half of the C tier, if you're at like this White Castle, Costco, Checkers, Burger King, Denny's, IHOP, Arby's C tier or lower, like any of this slop, oh man, like we gotta have a conversation. If you eat any of this stuff, we gotta have a conversation. But honestly, for the most part, like out of respect, and like I said, I mentioned like some of these places I ate at, before. Oh, I don't know why I didn't put Potbelly up here. Potbelly is really good. Um, yeah, Potbelly is like a better Subway, but probably not as good as Jimmy John's. I'd probably say like you can go like something like this. I feel like Jimmy John's pulled away from them recently. Um, I go something like that. Yeah, better than Cane's though. I don't know. Go like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Somewhere like that. All right. Yeah, I think this is a perfect list. Don't think we missed anything. And yeah, with that being said, man, if I got anything else to say, man, it's just like, man, if you guys are gonna actually make the decision, to put Goistop in your body and all that, just consider, is it something you think it's like worth, like all this stuff to me is like, you know, Papa John's, I have to really be in the mood for pizza. Like pizza is such a finicky thing. Like I'm really not a big like a lot of Americans are. Oh, let me get it's the weekend. I'm gonna get my pizza. Like like or whatever. Like I'm not that way, but you know, all this stuff to me is like it's good enough where it can kind of warrant the decision, the cost benefit analysis. So, all right, guys, Broomstick gonna call it a fast food voice slop stream tier list. Peace.